Hello, I'm Melissa Krause, and I teach theory, musicianship, and flute at St. Cloud State University, and this is a lesson with a graduate student in music education. Okay, so what I'd like you to try is, remember when we've talked about your air is continuous and what's in the rhythm?
Fingers.
Yeah, so try to, we're going to get a 7, and we don't get this.
Okay.
Okay, so E1, we're going to F.
Oh, yes. Do you hear how it's a little bit wide? So see if you can start it right when your note starts. It's not going to be huge. Yeah, and let your fingers are doing the rhythm, which is just half notes, and you're just applying the vibrato-filled sound. So you want it a little narrower?
Yes, and I don't want it to stop when you change your fingers.
Okay.
I'm just blowing like I'm blowing one note. I'm doing vibrato all through that note. Sure. One way to get yourself to really not stop the vibrato when the fingers change, psych yourself out and don't change on the beat. Whenever, but I just kept that vibrato-filled, constant airstream going. Try that once. Read. It can be da da da. Yeah, you don't have to let it on tension at all. Okay. You're wanting to conduct, I think.
I know. Okay.
You're a conductor. Okay. Ready? Yeah, now play it like that.
Okay.
And I just want you to think fast air, faster vibrato.
Okay.
Really support it.
Well, let's see how
I'm just going to finger. So.
Okay.
That's okay because we're two different people, and you know what the notes are. So think about if I were to play high F, high A flat. You know, where am I going to direct my air to? That's why it's hard for two people because you're not feeling everything too.
Okay.
So. Okay, so the high A flat, give me a little bit more fast air. Just play the high A flat.
All right, I adjust it a moment.
Let's do them really slow. So blow. High A flat. Yeah. Okay.
My air is not.
That's all right.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of air. I mean, I want you just continuous. Just because I'm doing your fingers. You're not going. You don't feel the.
Yeah.
So you're not going. With
yeah.
your
When
air.
I play,
you're
I
just
do.
going, yeah.
Okay.
So.
I'm trying.
If we practice this a lot, we'd be just so smooth. Okay. Go ahead. Let's just do this one.
From here.
Just that one.
Do we continue on?
No, just those 4 notes. Okay, the A flat is not coming out.
Okay.
Maybe I'll vent it Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I hear
you. Doing the first one? Okay.
I'm.
That's what I thought you were doing.
Sorry.
Okay, that was better. One more time. And one more time. Yeah. Yeah. Now you're getting the energy, and notice when you're doing that and not thinking about rhythm or fingers or anything, you're giving me energy on that to get there, and then energy on that to get there. So you can't just wait for the note that needs energy to give it to it. It's got to come before it gets there. So now let's go. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I mean, it's a musical thing to do, and ensemble-wise, it's perfect.
Okay.
So
sure.
yeah. And I think that helped. Last week we talked about you not taking a breath every time there was a rest, and it made it really smooth.
I think once we get it up to speed and much faster, that I don't need to take as many breaths. Because before you know, like probably 2 weeks ago, I probably took breath at every measure here.
And it's natural. You see a rest, you're going to breathe, but you don't need them in here, and it actually makes it a lot easier to stay together if you don't. Okay, let me just hear you there then. That's nice. This section you actually do pretty well with just the continuous air.
Yeah, that's what we talked about last week, how this last line here we said to, even though it's not slurred all the way, but to think of it as a phrase, so I practice that.
That's really nice. Are you breathing there?
No, I'm not.
Good. Yeah, I don't think I would. Just because of that, this is that same instance, and this time it just would sound, that B would too lead.
Yeah, I think I took like a big breath here, and then try to sustain it up to here.
Yeah, let's try some. So without actually taking your flute and going like this, you have to feel that either that bounce or some internal guttural or something to keep you from.
Yeah, so don't brush that.
And actually, that will help you slow this down more.
Okay, so from 10 or?
Nah, let's just go right there.
Yeah, I hear.
Do you hear it now?
Yeah, I hear it.
A couple of them are good, but some of them. Can you? I know you don't like to tap your foot, but can you do that?
Okay. Alright.
Actually, go. This is weird, but you're gonna be up, down,
Up,
down. It's making yourself slow down.
Yeah.
You got the idea, though. And you actually mentioned something that might work for you with your flute in your hand is ta 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 ta. Just so you know where it is. Yeah, and then change it to not tonguing it.
Okay.
Just so you give it a little.
Okay.
You're not gonna play. My most embarrassing stage moment was with Trio Lorca performing on the St. Cloud State recital stage, and I was playing the alto flute with the curved head joint, and it was very loose, and right when I had a very exciting solo part, it flipped around without missing a beat. I flipped it back and kept going, and nobody noticed.